For many, the start of a new year can bring thoughts of a new job. January traditionally sees a surge in people looking for that perfect role. Samantha Wilkins, co-founder of the agency Talent and Truth, told me how the employment market is picking up.
January is the most saturated time of year globally for people to be job searching. And so it's really important because it's obviously a very saturated market and people are spending a lot more time in January really kind of building their credibility and really wanting to show off that they are discoverable, building their visibility. And so you kind of have this influx of people looking for jobs, but then you also have a lot of people who are putting a lot of emphasis on their own personal brand as well.
It's almost like people are using these platforms as their shop window, whereas a regular resume just won't do anymore.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's the case. And I think every generation has definitely noticed that. As it relates to, I'd say, like our younger clients, so anyone who's kind of millennial, Gen Z, they're certainly using LinkedIn more as I'm going to call it like a playground. You know, like they understand that they need career insurance. And so they're very open about, their values. They're very open about, the types of jobs they're looking for. And so when they're creating content on LinkedIn, for example, they are really focused on making sure that they have that kind of safety net as it relates to, to being able to find jobs in the future. So they know that vulnerability piece, that storytelling piece is really important for recruiters to find them. I would say older generations are less likely to kind of talk about, storytelling and to kind of put more, I'm going to say soft kind of posts out. They're like maybe a little bit more focused on credibility and authority, talking about their experiences, talking about, outcomes that they've had in previous jobs.
I'm wondering how employers are cutting through the noise to make sure that they recruit the very best for the roles they're seeking to fill. What are they prioritising?
So I'd say a key thing that people are looking for is likability. So that's a really big thing. They also understand that people are using AI for a lot of the stuff. And so AI can give you that credibility and the authority, but what it can't give you is that likability piece. So I think everyone is kind of aware that you need to be a little bit more human in a job market like this one. So that's definitely a trend.
What should people be doing? What should potential employees be doing to get noticed?
First of all, audit all of your social media. Start there. Start by having a look at your LinkedIn. Does it reflect the way that you want to be perceived? Does it show that, you are a good candidate for the roles that you're applying for? So spend some time doing that. You want to be distinguishable. And I think in the age of AI, it's very hard to do that if you are relying on ChatGPT and other AI models to help create content for you or to write your CV or your covering letter. So don't rely too heavily on it and actually write content that is, very human-led. And then I think as well, just focusing on those pieces I mentioned before, likability, trustworthiness, and credibility. So if you can showcase that stuff on your LinkedIn, then I think you're going to be a shoo-in.